trapping.
Hey, what's up, peoples? Welcome back to Stars the Boys podcast. I'm Jacob, and I'm here with
Adolf.
Freaking, and I'm Osama. Sorry.
Cousin to Obama.
Oh my god, freaking. I feel like the last few episodes we've always been starting with some sort of controversial joke. But anyways, baby, this is episode.
So how should we start off the joke for Black History Month?
I have a dream.
I was about to try to make a Martin Luther King.
Yeah, freaking. Yeah, we're already halfway through Black History Month at this point. A little more than half. I don't know. The month of February is really weird.
I got a question. One of our friends got married. He's my friend, at least. I don't know if Jacob thinks he's a friend. We have a friend called Pops, and he got married. Just Pops, yesterday, yeah. I think.
Yeah, as we're filming this, just yesterday. Yeah, Pops.
Yeah. And there's a story behind that. You could search up. What's her name? I think it's now JoJo Murphy because they're married.
Yeah.
But his name's, I think, Larry Murston or Murphy. Larry Murphy.
I just remember JoJo. I don't remember the last name.
Yeah, check him out. He also has a podcast. It's actually pretty good.
Podcast?
Yeah, he has a podcast.
I only heard that he has a YouTube channel. That's all I heard.
He's invited me on his podcast the first time I met him.
Oh shit.
Oh, that gave me heartburn.
Burn, baby, burn.
Fly just like a bird, but you are a bird. Oh yeah, so I need to come back down for some oxygen.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
Oh, Rio, what a good movie.
Yeah, really good movie.
Speaking of, actually, from the Super Bowl, I learned that Brazil is actually a really big fan of American football.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Huh.
They like football, the soccer, and they also like American football.
Interesting.
Actually, speaking of, you want to know the most famous team in Australia? Because Australia also watches American football. The Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I think that's Australia's favorite team, but it's weird to see. No, I was looking at because they were showing some of the other countries celebrating the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Denver Broncos fans in Brazil.
Interesting.
I know. Like, that shocked me. It's like, I feel so represented right now.
I feel like it would have been like the typical, Patriots, Tampa Bay, those big old teams.
Did you only say... What's Tampa Bay again?
Tampa Bay is the Buccaneers.
Yeah, did you only say Buccaneers because that's Tom Brady?
Yeah.
As well?
Or technically a big team right now, Chiefs. The last few years.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Let's see. Miami Dolphins used to be one of the best teams in football.
I've never heard of them doing really decent for a long time until recently.
Remember at the beginning when we said all right, any guesses on who's gonna win? And I said Miami Dolphins, and then you're like, let's see. And then they got pretty far this year.
Yeah, they got pretty far.
Yeah, when I saw they were getting far, it's like, holy shit, I might be right.
Detroit really got really far too. They were so close. They were one game away from the Super Bowl.
How good did the Packers do this year?
I think because I remember them making it to the playoffs, but they got eliminated. So they did make it to the playoffs. Remember that?
Obviously, the Broncos did the same as the Broncos always.
We got very close to the playoffs, so that's progress for us at least. As sad as it sounds, that's progress for us.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard a Denver Broncos fan say.
But it's the truth. I mean, yeah, it's sad, but it's the truth. Have you seen us play the last 6-7 years? Or 6 years, technically.
9.
Because it was ever since Peyton Manning retired after Super Bowl 50.
Yeah, and that was 2015.
Oh, shit, I was way off. What the fuck?
Wait, either 2015 or 2016.
2016, that was... Yeah, because he retired after Super Bowl 50.
7 or 8 years ago now.
Yeah. So we haven't been that good in that amount of time. So the fact that we were very close to making a playoff game, that's progress for us. I know that's freaking sad. We're freaking sound like the freaking Cleveland Browns. Fuck. Can't even speak.
What a smooth weenus.
Why are you rubbing my weenus? Stop it. I never had someone just randomly just rub my weenus.
Moisturized weenai.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, no, that's not your weenus. This is your weenus. That's a pretty dry weenus.
Stop it.
No, it's the bone right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my skin's pretty dry, but anyway.
You're scabbing. That's how dry it is.
Yeah. Anyway, so
You're turning into a skeleton.
turning into a skeleton. Oh god.
You're turning into a leper, actually.
Freaking what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, speaking of pops, we got married yesterday, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, what one of the better days to get married on is on fucking Valentine's Day. Like, could you imagine?
There's a few days I could think that would be better than Valentine's Day. 9/11. Hopefully the wedding doesn't crash.
Oh my god.
What else? That is a good question. What's some good holidays to get married on? Maybe Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Or Father's
Day, or
4th of July.
Thanksgiving. No.
Nah. I don't think like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
I was thinking more 4th of July too. Yeah.
Halloween would probably be a good holiday.
Oh yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Easter.
Yeah, I'd say Easter.
Yeah.
Easter's a pretty like, in terms of like wedding, Easter kind of fits weddings.
I think Easter's the next one after. Yeah, it's the next one. No, St. Patrick's Day, and then it's Easter. Yeah.
I know what I'm doing for St. Patrick's Day. Do you?
No clue.
So I go to this restaurant. It's here in Greeley, and my dad knew the guy, Fat Albert's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my dad worked for the guy, the actual Fat Albert. And apparently he was an asshole who beat his wife. And his wife now runs the restaurant because the guy died of a heart attack from how fat he was.
It was how fat and how his traffic and just went over for a punch. He's like, ugh.
Really showed his lucky charms. You know, speaking of the Irish, have you ever listened to an Irish song before?
I think so.
So most Irish songs are like very depressing.
Don't most Irish songs have like what were they called, bagpipes? Or is that?
I think some of them do, but that's mostly Scottish. I
That's
believe.
right. Yeah, that's mostly Scottish. Yeah.
But there's two songs that come into mind whenever I think of the Irish. There's one where it's like, and then we'll drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink some more. And then the British came. They took my son and cut off his lucky charms because they got their ass kicked by the British multiple times because they still own Northern Ireland. That and then it's like, come out, you lass, come on and fight me like a man. Well, let's see. My grandma loved Irish shanties. Are they called shanties or pub songs?
I have no clue. I wouldn't know, to be honest.
You have no clue?
Yeah.
You don't have the movie?
The movie.
The movie Clue.
I know the board game Clue.
You've never seen the movie?
No, I know the board game, but I never seen the movie.
That's what the board game was based off of.
Oh.
You know, Mr. Green, Miss Peregrine? Those people were based off of, the movie. And the movie was basically about, what is it? It's like, there's like multiple endings to the movie, the same way like there's multiple endings to the board game Clue.
Mm.
So it's like, how does it go? It's exactly how it is, where it's like they're all trapped in because it's like storming and raining, and then officer is killed in the library, so then they're trying to figure out who killed him, and then they have like 6-7 endings.
Jeez.
For like each of the people being one of the killers. I want to see if I could find that on which controller. This one?
It's the one that's plugged in, so the one on top.
The one on top is...
Oh,
it is plugged in.
Yeah. Like this one is not... Isn't connected to the PlayStation.
I almost said Xbox for a second.
Xbox Live.
Speaking of, I actually almost got an Xbox.
Yeah?
I found one for $150.
Huh. Interesting.
No, you mean... Huh.
Huh.
Huh. What is it? Yeah.
I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. I always remember the freaking the Villager parody of that song. Cause I would walk 500 chunks and I would walk 500 more.
Yeah, so there's like different ending scenes. So which one's the shortest? 8, 8, 7.
Steve?
Yeah.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment.
Oh my god, Pennywise was a murderer again. Yeah, so this is just like one of the many endings.
So loud. Freaking internet's an ass lately. There we go.
But why? Not have you even met until tonight.
Oh shit. Tim Curry?
You're Mr.
Yeah. That's why I said Pennywise.
Oh yeah.
So who did I kill? My butler. Oh, shucks.
Oh shucks.
He was expendable like all of you. I'm grateful to you all for disposing of my network of spies and informers. Saved me a lot of trouble. Now there's no evidence against me.
This all has nothing to do with my disappearing nuclear physicist husband or Colonel Mustard's work with the new top-secret fusion bomb.
No. Communism was just a red herring. But the police will be here any minute. You'll never get away with this, any of you. Why should the police come? Nobody's called.
You mean, oh my god, of course.
So why shouldn't we get away with it? We'll sack the bodies in the cellar, lock it, leave quietly one at a time, and forget that any of this ever happened. And you'll just go on blackmailing us all. Of course. Why not? Well, I'll tell you why not. Good shot.
What year did this come out? 85.
Huh.
This is 39 years old.
Damn.
Very
Are you a cop?
No, I'm a plant.
A plant? I thought men like you were usually called a fruit.
Very funny. FBI. That phone call from J. Edgar Hoover was for me. I told you I didn't do it.
FBI, open up.
All right, we're gonna. They all did it. But if you want to know who killed Mr. Body, I did. In the hall, with the revolver. Okay, Chief, take him away. I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it was an okay movie, and I've only seen it like a handful of times. But yeah, I like that, the fact that they did it like multiple endings, and then that's how they made Clue,
Yeah.
the board game.
Hmm.
But no, I'm surprised you didn't know it was a movie.
Yeah, I didn't know that until now. Learning something new every day.
Let's see. There's a lot of movies that Tim Curry has been in. There's Ferngully. Obviously, It.
Yep.
The very original one.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky Picture Horror Show, where he played a transvestite.
Yeah, I know that one too.
Clue. He was in Home Alone 2.
That's right, yeah.
What other movies was he in?
I don't know. That's the only ones I can really think of.
He was a really good singer, too.
Yeah? And, remember, aside from the Super Bowl, which was this last weekend, we all know that the Chiefs won, but something that I
You
kind
ruined my mood. My day is ruined.
Oh, Crimea River. Anyways,
How about an ocean?
an ocean.
Yeah.
But freaking it was funny. It was funny because I was upset about it too, but he was upset for longer than I was. That was like 3 minutes. And I was like, okay, I'm over it now. It's football, anyways. But I feel like one thing I got a kick out of it though. I was telling him this earlier. Was all the freaking Taylor Swift memes. Or the one of freaking what's his name? Travis Kelce. Freaking that one foot of him look like he's yelling at the coach, but supposedly he just said, "I love you, coach." But it's all the ones of like, if we don't win the Super Bowl, Taylor Swift's gonna write a song about us, and then she's gonna break up with me. I just find those freaking funny. I'm just like, that's so true though. But they lived happily ever after. He has, the Super Bowl championship win in his resume or whatever the fuck.
See, in other news, our presidential ballots came in.
Yeah. There's that.
So which means the time for voting is going to be soon.
Not soon as in November?
That's,
or is it before November?
I'd recommend putting it in before November, but you could turn it in you could turn it in whenever. You have to go downtown though to turn in your ballot, or I'm pretty sure you could also go to Ames.
Mm.
But I don't know if Ames does presidential as well, or if they only do it for state or county elections.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know for state elections in Colorado, I voted for what's his name? I don't remember. I remember a lot of people were against Barbara Kirkmeyer. That was the first election I've ever voted in, but that was only state for Senate.
Yeah.
Speaking of politics, actually, my great-grandfather, my mom's grandfather, ran for Congress in Minnesota.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Damn.
What about you? Do you have any family history where they tried being in politics?
Not really, no. And now that I think about it, I can't really think of a single one.
Your family history so far has been mechanics, maybe Johnny Cash, and war.
Basically, yeah. That's kind of... I mean, there's probably way... I mean, I know there's probably way more than that than I know of, because,
Yeah.
But, yeah, freaking, God, that's weird. I'll be able to vote this year. Which, obviously, we're not going to address our freaking political sides of the internet, because...
I will.
If you do that, then I'm kicking you off the podcast.
We both started it.
You're fired! Yeah, but who uploads them every week? Who edits them?
Man, who are you? Corey Taylor? You're fired. Why? You missed a drum beat.
You missed a drum beat. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Freaking Slipknot fans have been really salty ever since the whole releasing all the fucking other members of the bands these last few months.
Yeah. Oh my. How many original band members are now left over?
Let me see. How many original Slipknot members are there? Well, they said there was 9, but that was probably...
They feel the devil in I.
So the current lineup of Slipknot is Corey Taylor on vocals, Sean Curran the clown, and Chris Fenn on percussion, Mick Thompson and Jim Brew on guitar, and Alessandro. Only 2 band members? What the fuck? Sid Wilson and guitarist Mick Thompson apparently still live in the
Hawkeye
State among a Slipknot diaspora now spread from coast to coast. So there was 9 originally, and then now there's one, because there's Corey, 1, 2, 3. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 left.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of them have been fired for good reasons, but you
Yeah.
can kind of tell that Corey Taylor's the one that kind of runs the show.
Yeah.
Him and, who else? A guy with the dark hair?
Oh yeah, the one that we always see that looks like Hunter just because of the hair.
Yeah, the one
I
that's
forget his name.
did you hear that, someone called us shit nice? Like, I don't know who that is, because I don't really care.
Is it either Mike Thompson or...
We'll know
'Cause
immediately
he's
by the
on-
hair.
Yeah, it is Mike Thompson.
Mick.
Or Mick, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Mick Thompson.
He's 50 years old.
Yeah.
God, he looks like he'd be in a good horror movie villain, specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mick Thompson's the one that we've always said that Hunter would be, because not only just the mask, just because of the fucking hair.
Yeah, who's, what's some, it could be any band. Who's, performer or drummer, guitarist, any, person in a band that reminds you of Zach?
Fuck, I actually don't know. 'Cause I'm trying to think back on the bands that I do know.
I feel like he'd be, Ringo from the Beatles.
Yeah. But I will say one other band that's not about releasing like members I am salty about is one of my favorite bands I still listen to this day is Bad Wolves. Like a few years ago, one of their main lead singers actually started off the band, got kicked. I forgot his name, but fucking what's his name? I forget, but he was like the God, my freaking brain's not brain right now. Who was the original singer for Bad Wolves? Tommy Vex, that's right. He was the original singer for Bad Wolves, and I keep forgetting why he got kicked out of Bad Wolves. Why was Tommy Vexed kicked?
Do you need me to hold the microphone?
No, that's fine. I got it. Out of Bad Wolves. Okay, ultimately the illegal wearing or
A domestic violence lawsuit.
yeah. So that's. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why he freaking. I keep forgetting what it was.
Doc Coyle?
But it really bummed me out because, like, I mean, yeah, like the new singer, I forget his name, but the singer that they have now for Bad Wolves, like, he isn't bad, but, like, compared to Tommy Vex, I'm just like, because, I don't know, just something about Tommy Vex's voice is, like, what really defined Bad Wolves, because he can, like, make, like, freaking sounds you wouldn't think, like, that big of a man that can make, as far as, like, screams and shit.
There's been a few artists now that you kind of just can't forgive. Kanye's kind of one of them.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the post where he said, because Jonah Hill plays a Jew in 22 Jump Street, and then he said, never mind, I'm done hating Jews now because of this movie. And then afterward,
Right,
and he
yeah.
posted that on Twitter, and then afterwards he said, never mind.
No, dude, the only time I'll become, like, a freaking complainer about a certain band if, like, for some reason Ivan Moody got kicked out of Five Finger Death Punch. Because there's only been... there hasn't been a whole lot of, like, guys who've been released from that band.
Amityville all got shot by the police, just like the music video.
Because I know they have a different drummer now than they had before. I know that. But the drummer that they have now is phenomenal.
Who? Bad Wolves?
No, Five Finger.
Five Finger.
Yeah, they have an amazing fucking drummer now. I don't have a problem with him at all. Jason Hook, I remember, was a member of Five Finger, and then he left. I don't think he was kicked. I think he left for some sort of reason. But I think it's only been 2 or 3 maybe, or just those 2, like, who have left the band.
Who's one of your favorite classical artists?
Fuck, I don't know. Classical as in, like...
Yeah, like Beethoven, Johann Sebastian Bach.
I never really listened to a whole lot of, like, classical music, to be honest. The only times I really did was, like, when I was learning some of, like, their biggest hits in, like, band.
Dude, imagine we had modern day pop music during classical where it's like 50 shillings is playing. It's just
Oh, yeah.
no, it's just on violin.
Oh, yeah. Fucking...
I got the moves like Jagger.
got
Got the moves like Jagger. Got the moves like Jagger. I wonder. It's a weird thing. The history of music though is interesting. It mostly started from black people actually, because of slavery.
Yeah.
Because they would make rhythmic beats to the sound that they would work at. And because of that, it actually inspired most, if not all, music that's now created.
Yeah.
And one thing I'll actually give America is the American government so many times has tried to control music media. And it's now the one thing that they can never control because of the fact that no one wants the American government to put their hands on American music or any music for that in general.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm proud of that fact because it's like finally The one thing people have for themselves. Music. I just... Music isn't one of those things that can be controlled, in my opinion.
No. That's the one thing I was kind of... Because I know we're talking about... One of the things that we were talking about was the Super Bowl. Is like the Super Bowl halftime shows. Because I think last year, wasn't it The Weeknd? I think.
Yeah, it was last weekend on Sunday.
Wait, no, I'm talking about the... Last year, was it The Weeknd?
Yeah, it's always on a Sunday.
The band.
What band?
The Weeknd? Last year at the Super Bowl? Didn't they perform?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, Kirby. And then the year before that, it was...
You know what? You got me feeling like this.
Oh my god. Copyright, maybe. It would be copyright with classical music.
Well, I don't know. Considering the fact that the guy's been dead for 400 years... I don't think that there's a copyright infringement on. If Disney could only keep their mouse for 90 years, I don't think this is copyright.
I mean, I guess we'll find out when this releases, I guess.
Johann Sebastian Bach and Yo-Yo Mama.
Yo-Yo Mama.
What?
Oh my god.
That reminds me of Yo Gabba Gabba for some reason. What about Feel very peaceful with us at this ASMR.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ.
And now back to the hate comments.
Not back to the hate comments. God, it reminds me of the freaking intro of like
And now hate comments with Jacksepticeye.
Well, I actually thought the same thing right there.
Hang on, there's Johann Sebastian Bach, but you cannot talk about Johann without the obvious classic. By the way,
apparently there was a...
You want to know Mozart's first name? Wolfgang. Yeah, Wolfgang Mozart here.
Apparently there is a an Irish YouTube channel that has finally surpassed Jacksepticeye.
Ooh.
I forget the name, but it's a kid's
Coco Melon.
No, it's like a kid's show for, like, in Ireland, and they have like a whole YouTube channel.
I saw that.
Yeah, it just surpassed Jacksepticeye. It's like, we're gonna go to war. It's like, God, just like freaking T-Series and PewDiePie. Now it's that and freaking Jacksepticeye. So I think they only have right now, or at least when I saw that they had like 1 million more subscribers than Jacksepticeye. It's like, damn. And it made me curious of like what is the top like most like subscribed channel YouTube channel in Colorado, and I looked it up. It's the Angry Grandpa Show with a little over 4 million subscribers.
Okay, when you said Angry Grandpa for a second, I thought you meant what is it? Uncle Grandpa from Cartoon Network.
Oh god, I haven't watched that show from freaking Cartoon Network in years.
Dude, it got canceled on HBO. I think I showed you that, where it's like what the artist drew for because they canceled Uncle Grandpa on HBO is Uncle Grandpa shooting himself with a revolver.
We've been making an awful lot like Kurt Cobain Nirvana jokes as of late. Why does it kind of make me feel like very old, like Tom and Jerry for some reason? I don't know why.
Excuse me, let me just...
Not because like didn't like in like the old Tom and Jerry, they kind of had classical music like that kind of, like the older like Tom and Jerry shows or episodes. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but it wasn't...
Well, yeah, I know what it was right, but I'm saying it was exactly that.
Well, yeah, no, that's still American-made music, though. As in, like, it was, like, American pianists, and, like, they were made in the studios, too. They weren't pre-recorded. They'd make them
American
in the studio.
pianists.
That's what they're called, pianists.
Pianists. Sorry, me being freaking immature here.
Okay, no, hang on. You also can't talk about Mozart without...
Oh, God.
Is it bringing back second grade for you?
God, I don't even know how long this bring me back. But
POV, you're in the club and you hear this.
oh my god. Oh man, but freaking okay. I don't need a. My eyes.
You
Anyways.
actually, you want to know the reason why Beethoven wrote a lot of his music?
Mm.
He was going deaf.
That's right. Yeah, I remember hearing something like that.
And not only that, he proposed to a woman, but because he was of a lower class, her father did not allow her to marry him, and so he was depressed, going deaf, and could not hear his own music. So that's one of the reasons why he made this song, I believe. Symphony Number 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of his songs are like really popular.
Yeah, no, he's. They make jazz music of him too, and they call him Papa Beethoven.
Papa
jazz.
Beethoven. Oh man.
What is it? Also, that's a different one. That's Symphony Number 25, but not 14. That's, of course, there's Sonata 14 Moonlight.
Oh god. For some reason, this exact song was like one of the very old ass like YouTube videos of like you doing like the very creepy like fucking like the top 10 scariest videos on the internet from like fucking like 2011.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then they had that exact song in the background of that video. I don't know why, but for some reason that song unlocked that memory. Like 6-7-year-old me just freaking trying to get the shit scared out of me from an old ass fucking YouTube video with classical music in the background. But anyways, oh shit, this is the point where I do the halftime advertising to remind you guys if you subscribe to the podcast or not. If you have, good job. If not, freaking hit that subscribe button. We're at 22 podcast subscribers. I like playing fucking classical music as I'm doing the
It's
advertising.
actually the Nutcracker as well.
Oh man, but yes, make sure you subscribe to the podcast and turn notifications on. That way, and turn notifications on. That way you can be notified from new episodes every Saturday because it starts with the Boys Podcast. And make sure to hit the link in the description to my main channel. You'll get all kinds of more content with me or the guys. You guys will get podcast highlights for there as well, and more gaming content. And I did address this a few weeks ago that I will be, or a week or so ago. I can't remember when I addressed it, but it's already out there that I will be putting out more gaming videos after this or this May. So yeah, so that'll be nice. That way I can get more frequent into. I even thought like starting a Twitch too. Like maybe starting a Twitch. I don't know, just because I've been told that maybe I should. I was like, you know what, maybe I should. So maybe by then I'll have like a Twitch set up and whatnot. And yeah, and also stay tuned for next week because next week's episode is not a special episode, but it's my birthday episode. And not only that way, that same day I have the last episode of God of War airing, which is me actually beating God of War. So make sure to go check that out. Kind of made like a stream premiere kind of thing. It's not gonna be live; it's gonna be a premiere. But if you guys might want to check that out and actually see me beat the game, that mean the world to me. And now I'm moving on to different games. So yeah, that's kind of all the things I need to address right now. And yeah. And you do the freaking duck lips.
Yeah, my lips were hurting from that.
Something that I've just started noticing is like I like how a lot of classical music are now just known as like memes now.
I hate the fact that, dude, I'm posing like the guy though.
Oh my god.
Well, real quick, I'm just curious. I want to do this for the camera. If you and me started a business, what would our pose be for like a card or like one of those ads that hang up on the freeway that people would jump off to kill themselves with?
What? You're jumping off a cliff right now.
What? You're reading this while driving.
What? You're drinking while driving.
What? Reading this causes distracted drivers.
What? You're not wearing your seatbelt.
What? You're playing Tuba Simulator while driving. I feel like if we did a pose, it'd have to be like, what's it? The two brothers. The ones that do this whole thing back
Oh
to back.
yeah.
We have
Yeah.
to turn. We
Oh.
have to do our pose.
Oh, okay.
I popped my jaw.
Jesus fucking Christ! I heard that. Oh my God. Are you okay?
No, what's in my ear?
Dude, I think the mic picked that up because I fucking heard that clear as day.
All right, I think we're ready now.
Okay.
Watch my other side of my jaw pop. So.
Okay, now we both just look gay.
No, that's why you have to do the smile. Not like that. You have to do that.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. There's a reason why I'm not good with pictures.
And yet you do nothing but film your face all the time.
Yeah, like I'm good with what's it called? Videography? Is that videography or photograph or photography? We got videography and got photography. I'm good with one of those. That's filming, but I'm not good with like photos and shit. I can make thumbnails, but
I don't think it's called. You mean photography?
Photography for like photos, but videography.
Well, yeah, but you said photography.
Okay, freaking excuse my freaking
I think
sore
it's videography,
speech
though.
language.
Speech language.
Speech impairment. Jesus Christ! Oh my God. Speech impairment, or the way my speech is not entirely correct.
Man, I can't wait to play the game Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader just to see.
God, me and Hunter did that like years ago, and I failed miserably.
It's because you got held back.
She's not wrong.
And most of the time I am.
He's not wrong about that either.
Wow, I'm right for the second time in a row. New record.
New record. Oh man, but freaking
Okay, to be fair though, I try having more intelligent talks than you. You have to admit that at least.
No.
I'm over here trying to talk to you about the effects of a nuke and how it works, and you're like, I think I'll do a God of War episode. I'm just over here like, did you know this about the atomic bomb? And it's just, what?
What?
Atreus was Loki. What? He killed Modi.
What? His mother's Freya.
His mother's Laufey. Freya's... Oh, you're talking about
Yeah,
Baldur.
Baldur. Yeah.
Oh,
I thought,
okay.
yeah.
No, so actually that's a thing in Norse myth on how his wife's name is called Laufey. Laufey is the name of Loki's mother in actual Norse myth.
Huh.
The true story is she left him on top of a mountain and abandoned him.
Should have been the dad's job.
And in Norse myth, Loki is also given birth to a horse. A 8-legged horse.
Could you imagine giving birth and just a fucking horse cock just
I think sometimes that is one of the first things. Because, no, so here's how some of the horses are born. Most of them come out head first, right?
Yeah.
Very rarely is there ever a child, even for humans, that comes out legs first. Because they suffocate, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and the reason behind that is the head's so big that it gets stuck in the thing. That it's hard to get out. So usually most of the time it's head first. And the reason for that is because it spreads it opens so much wider, so that way it gets like a little air pocket in between the top and the bottom of it, so the baby could breathe. But if you're pulling a child out feet first, the baby's in there just going...
Or it goes that head first. I can only imagine it's picking out. It's just like, I love you, daddy.
You know, I almost died at childbirth.
Oh my God! Wait, no, it wasn't at childbirth, but I could have died as I wasn't delivered in time. But
no, I was being strangled by my own umbilical cord. And here's the thing, actually. Two things could have happened. One, if they waited too long, I could have ended up mentally disabled by not getting enough oxygen to my brain as a baby.
I mean, what's the difference?
I'd be in a hospital my entire life. I'd literally be going like, "Oh, here's my ice cream." And the second one...
You got games on your phone?
Just at a restaurant, like, "Hey, kid, can I borrow your iPad?" No, and either that or I could have died.
Want to play Lukey?
Yeah. Just, "Hey, kid, just standing there and I throw up all my ice cream.
Oh god.
There's a movie like that. I forgot what it's called, but I either could have died or almost been strangled by my own umbilical cord and made me mental.
Damn, we actually got something in common. Well, granted, mine wasn't at birth, but it was before. But
yeah, luckily Keely was watching over me.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. Also, when you just see your head like pop from the freaking frame, like, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's a black and white man. Dun 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 dun.
God, speaking of Michael Jackson, there's this movie, Scary Movie.
Yeah.
So they do gags all the time. They did a Michael Jackson joke on this one where it's like, "What'd you do for that?" It's like, "Don't worry, I only touch little boys."
Oh my god, that's terrible. But anyways.
God, I feel bad for Michael Jackson because of the fact that, like, at the end of his... the reason why he actually liked being around kids?
Mm.
He didn't have a childhood, really. He spent his entire life as a kid doing nothing but singing.
Yeah. That's right, yeah, because, like, you see, like, him, like, evolve from, like, a little, like, young child into, like, his adult years.
Yeah. And
just from singing.
Oh, one of the reasons why he's good at singing, too, and he can reach those high notes is his father chemically castrated him. If you don't know what that is, castration basically means that they take your penis and go, and then close it. And they do the same thing with the vagina, so that way you can't have sex. And he was chemically castrated on his balls specifically, so that way he wouldn't be able to reach the so he could reach the high notes. So that way his puberty was late. And the other thing about that, when he was older, he got the effects reversed.
Yeah.
But his father was like an abusive man to him. Like, that's like the cause of almost all of Michael Jackson's trauma.
Damn.
Actually, there's even a thing where yes, but that's the reason why I liked being around kids, is because he finally got to feel like he got to see a childhood that he missed out on.
Yeah.
He'd actually pay people at supermarkets just to go around and shop so he could shop by himself and be like a regular person so he wouldn't be approached.
Yeah.
God, oh yeah, and here's another thing. Speaking of celebrities, I hate paparazzi. The people with the cameras.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason being, there's two reasons why. One, after Michael Jackson's death, one of his sisters was chased after in an airport, and she's covering her face with a newspaper or binder, and then they're like, "Can you tell us what you think about your brother's death?" And she's like, "Can you guys leave me alone?" Yeah. And then she's like trying to get to her car, and she's grieving over her dead brother. And they're like, "Can you tell me anything?" "No, move the binder." "No, I want to see you crying." And they're just snapping photos away.
Wasn't there one of freaking Tom Hanks and his wife?
I think so.
I remember seeing one like that.
Oh, and here's the other reason why I believe they're evil. So basically, say that this is like the camera to what is it, like just a regular camera?
Yeah.
So what is it? I think it was Beyonce on red carpet, and they were trying to take photographs of her, but her bodyguard, being the sweetheart that he is, stepped in front of all of the cameras, and this is at a distance, by the way. This is like 50 feet away. So that way they couldn't take any photos. And she actually even thanked him later on. The paparazzi are screaming, "I hope you get cancer! Kill yourself!"
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And
Humanity's fucked.
I mean, now I know a big reason why Tobey Maguire hates freaking paparazzi.
Oh yeah, no, that's another thing, is he was trying to pull out so that way he could take a left turn, and for that you have to be able to see both sides.
Yeah.
They were going up to his car taking photos, and it was blinding him. That's the reason I was screaming, like, "Get the fuck out of the way!"
Yeah.
So that way he didn't hit a car. And then I'm guessing that they're like, "Wait, if he hits a car, we get more views." God, just paparazzi are kind of like cockroaches. They're annoying and they get into all of your food. Yeah.
Man.
I get their job, but it's just they're not respectful about it at all.
Yeah. It's like same with like freaking
That's the reason why I think Tobey Maguire in general hates photos being taken of him.
No, yeah, that's the same thing with kind of like of like these content creators who like try and get views off of like interviewing famous people, but it's like when they're like actually like on the go and like they're like following them on the streets and stuff.
Okay, sometimes I
kind
don't
of
mind
the same
that.
thing with wrestlers too, because because they're constantly on the go too.
sometimes that isn't a bad thing if it's like a 5-minute stop.
Yeah.
But it's like, some of them are like, yeah, you want to do an hour interview right here in the middle of Times Square, New York? And it's like, no, we're here because we have this event to do.
Like it's different if like you're a well-known interviewer and like they scheduled that kind of time to have that interview with you. That's one thing, which that would be cool to have one day.
Yeah, and sometimes street interviews are fun, but it's like if the artist or the person says they're busy.
Yeah.
Not only that, even if they're lying to you, they want their space. Like, God, celebrities get no space.
Like, I mean, yeah, they're famous, but like they're human beings too. You know, like
there's a few of them though that really do bask in that attention. You could tell that by the street interviews on Logan and Jake Paul.
Yeah.
What's another one? I think some of them really appreciate it though because they don't get it often. Gabriel Iglesias would be one.
Yeah, I feel like he would get a lot though, knowing him though.
He gets a decent amount.
Yeah.
He is a very famous comedian, but what I've heard, he gets like a 50-50 out of it.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, he's the most famous at specifically fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have pull up?
I was thinking about that joke just a few days ago.
Gabriel, pull up.
Maybe for Jesse, we need to make him a racist gift basket.
Oh god, that would be hysterical.
What would be a white person racist gift basket?
That's a good question.
It's
We'll have to think on that.
Ritz crackers.
Ritz crackers.
Sunscreen.
Burger.
No, I want to say burger. Unflavored chicken.
Unflavored chicken.
Unflavored white chicken.
A burger with nothing on it. No cheese, no ketchup, just the patty and the fucking buns.
A perfect credit score report. And
the perfect childhood photos.
Live, laugh, love on it. We need one more thing.
Starbucks cup.
Yeah. Oh my god. And a Make America Great Again hat.
Or just a Donald Trump freaking baseball bill.
Yeah. No, more of a trucker cap.
Trucker cap, yeah.
What else? And also a workout manual. What would be...
An iPhone 15.
No.
Just a box. Just fucking...
Just go to an Apple store, like, what can I help you with? I need an iPhone 15. And they're like, okay, what about it? I need the box. And they're like, what do you mean the box? We're doing a joke on our friend. We're making him a white person racist gift basket. Okay. If I were to make a racist gift basket to Dez, and he's like one of my only black friends, it would probably be court papers. He'd make one for me too.
A newspaper of Martin Luther King.
Nah, he's not a big MLK fan. Malcolm X. Probably.
Barack Obama.
An Obamacare pamphlet. What else? Probably instead of a gift basket, it's in a KFC bucket.
It's finger looking good.
A box of condoms next to a photo of fat white women. Because he genuinely goes after fat white women. He's like, I don't care, I play into the stereotype. Who gives a fuck? I'm like, me. That guy's invited me over to do some cool shit. He's...
Milk. I was living to get the milk.
I didn't even think about that one, but that's fucking genius.
Just like
Papers for child support.
Pregnancy tests.
In a Dodge Hellcat. If I were to do one for Jesse, there's already one that Gabriel's talked about.
Yeah.
So you can't really do Indian. What would you do for an Indian, as in the country? Computer with customer service, no handbook in it.
A loaf of bread.
Probably a dagger. Cow meat.
Yeah.
Actually, they don't eat cows in India. Gabriel Iglesias talked about that, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because it is sacred to them. I believe India might be the same. I don't quote me on it. I just don't know. I know the Middle East thinks that cows are sacred, that they reincarnate as cows.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the same for India.
Not sure either.
What about a Native American?
Native American?
It'd be like Indian tobacco. So, like, cigarettes.
History books about slavery.
They weren't part of slavery.
Oh, wait, no.
You mean the Trail of Tears?
Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of black people.
Yeah, black people.
Black people and Mexicans were the only slaves we had.
Oh,
Dude, Mexicans are such hard workers, they ended slavery in 40 years. They cut it in half.
Oh, my God.
Native Americans, what would I get? Just a straw hat.
A pet buffalo.
3/5 of bubblegum. Do you not get that?
Bubblegum.
No, not bubblegum. 3/5.
3/5.
Native Americans were only counted as 3/5 of a person.
Damn! Anyways.
Probably a buffalo hunting manual. And probably I have an arrow that looks like a very traditional one. It has like a stone arrowhead in it.
Yeah.
And I got that one from Cub Scouts.
Cub Scouts?
Yeah, so how it goes basically, when you're in elementary school, you have here's the hierarchy of Scouts. Okay, so you start at, I believe, Tiger's the youngest, and that's like first graders. Second graders are wolves. Third graders are bears. Fourth graders are called Weeblo 1s. Fifth graders are called Weeblo 2s. And then from that, you do something called a bridge ceremony, where you cross over this very tiny fucking bridge. And you have a small ceremony about it if you continue to go to Boy Scouts. And if you join as a Weeblo, when you're a Cub Scout, you have the blue uniforms.
Yeah.
To signify that you're young and you're Cubs. And they have their badges set up a little different, and as well as they don't have a green sash, they have like a red vest where they put their badges. And oh my god, I filled that thing up. I split an arrow one time at one of my camps, and I got a badge immediately for it.
Really?
They had slingshotting. They got the badge, and then you have like this thing here that goes around it, this thing here that goes around it, and this thing here that goes around it. So it's like a badge with 3 other badges that go around it in the circle. Oh, I'm reminiscing over this.
My name's Russell.
I had to do stuff like that. I had to sell popcorn, so I literally went to people's houses like, will you donate if I help? No. We didn't really have we kind of had to assist the elderly.
God, you were in Boy Scouts, I was in band.
So then, when you go to... So then, if you join Weeblos, because you could join anytime. I joined when I was a bear.
Yeah.
But if you're a Weeblo, you could get the the beige uniforms if you're a Weeblo, but if you're a Cub Scouts, you get the blue ones.
Yeah.
But then when you go over to Boy Scouts, you have to get the beige uniforms. That is the default uniform to show that like you're finally in the serious leagues.
Yeah.
And then from that, you have ranks for the Boy Scouts. So every Boy Scout basically has like a different role, like historian, someone who records the troop history.
Yeah.
You have the librarian, someone who stores all that information. You have a cook. You have a bugler. The bugler is someone who plays the instrument for you. You literally even have a guy who prays for you every dinner. Damn. Like I think they call I forgot what they call. I think
Papa
Bishop.
Noth?
No, Bishop. That's what they call
Bishop?
him. Yeah. But nonetheless, those are just roles.
Yeah.
But we have ranks. There's just regular scout. Everyone starts with that rank. And then you have to do a shit ton of work. Dude, if I brought over my scout handbook and I showed you all the badges I got and everything I had to do, it was a fucking nightmare. God, and it was paperwork galore. Okay, so then you go from that, then you go to Tenderfoot. Then you go to... What is it? I forgot after that. Then you go to... I think another thing after that. Then you go to Star. which is finally when you get Star, because when you have to wear neckerchiefs.
Yeah.
You get an insignia on the back of your neckerchief. Then you go to Star to Life. And Life, there's a heart on that badge, and it's pretty close up. And then there is the Eagle, which is what I got. And Eagle's pretty hard because you have to do a project for the community. So for me, I did a puppy pin at the Humane Society. So that way they had a safe place to play in without getting diseases. And I got $3,000 in donations for it.
Wow.
And Hunter actually helped me build it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's when I first met you, the first year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember when I dyed my... I kind of looked like your sister that year. My short, the military haircut.
Oh, yeah.
And black dyed hair then.
This is your second time I know you since you dyed your hair black.
Yeah. Then, another thing in Scouts, too, is those are just the ranks that you go up continuously. No matter what, you kind of have to get those or you'll leave. Or you leave Scouts because you have to leave it immediately when you turn 18.
Yeah.
That if you have Life and you're working on your Eagle, but you turn 18, you can't get your Eagle anymore.
Damn.
So, then besides those, now you finally have the ranks, and how the ranks go is you have we went in something called patrols, which are like the groups that you joined with.
Yeah.
I was in a group called Special Forces, even though we were more just specially retarded. Because we had 2 people with Down syndrome and 2 people with autism. So we really were the Down squad. Dude, one of them went up to me and was like, I made you a necklace! And it was a noose. It's like, oh, thank you. I'm going to put this in my closet. And that is the noose that broke when I tried to hang myself. Yeah, so fuck you, Andy. You fucked up my attempt.
What happened? It didn't work!
You fucking Down syndrome bastard! It didn't work. You fucking lied to me.
Oh, man.
You said it'd hold anything. What else? Then from that, you have the assistant patrol leaders. Then you have the patrol leaders, and then they're only in that patrol. Keep in mind. Then you have the assistant senior patrol leaders, which actually have more kind of like an assistant president role. Mm-hmm. And then you got the you have the senior patrol leader, which was a rank I held for 2 years. Damn. And actually, the thing that was funny, we went off of a vote, and he was supposed to be an Eagle. In order to get your Eagle, you have to be a senior patrol leader. But here's the thing, not anyone can because it goes off a vote. The guy, and this is the reason why he never got his Eagle, no one wanted him to be the senior patrol leader because he was a dickhead. Everyone voted for me. So, oh no, I literally looked at him and was like, fuck you, Everin. This is what it's like to be nice to people. This is what it's like when you don't hit them with lightsabers. Quite literally what happened. Then, it was a whole thing. And our troop was pretty big. We were Troop 245, and troops are like the one group of every patrol in there. Yeah. And they meet up all at that one place. And then there's different troops all around the county. And then, what is it? Then, of course, you wear your sash, but you don't wear them to every meeting. Those are for formalities. So, like, if you're going to dinner with the troop, if you're presenting your troop, or as well as if you're earning rewards or awards, you wear your sash. And I had maybe 3, 6, 9, I had probably 58 badges.
Damn. That's a lot.
Yeah, and they have these things called silver rims, and I have them all in a row. And those are badges you have to earn in order to get your Eagle.
Damn.
And some of them, it makes sense. It's like a first aid, not diving, but like swim safety, things like that. Scouts taught me a lot on actually how to be an adult. Like, it taught me how to shoot shotguns, pistols. Yeah. That was illegal, actually. We're not allowed to shoot pistols in Scouts, but I went to the guy one day, he's like, what do you want to shoot? I was like, I want to try to shoot a pistol. And then he pulled out his own handgun, and it was a revolver. It's the thing that got me addicted to revolvers. And he's like, he set it down exactly like this. There you go, kid. And he still instructed me. He went behind me and he's like, firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
And God, dude. And the thing is, I was in 9th grade by this time. I weighed 60 pounds.
60?
Oh, dude, I shot up. I'll tell that story later, but... I'm aiming like this, and I'm trying to pull the trigger back. As I'm trying to pull it back, the gun kept going like this because I could not pull it back. And then finally the guy just said, "This is how a man shoots." Hits the target from 50 yards away, perfectly in the head. I'm like,
damn, he really said, "I'll make a man out of you."
on God.
I'll make a man.
No, sorry, that was my 8th grade year. But no, in my 8th grade year, I weighed 60 or 70 pounds, and I was 4'5". Then in my 9th grade year, I weighed 110, and I shot up to 5'7".
In 8th grade, because I was always known for being tall for my age, no matter what age I was growing up. But I think 8th grade I was 5. 8th grade must have been 5'10", 5'11".
Did you ever wanted to join Boy Scouts when you were younger?
Do you know what's kind of fucked up? I never knew Boy Scouts was a thing until I got older because my family mainly supported Girl Scouts. So I never knew that Boy Scouts was a thing because I remember Mom always like supported like Girl Scouts.
I'm so disappointed in you. You never
it wasn't my fault.
You never guessed what Russell was?
Fair point. That's a fair point. I never thought of that. See, I'm a little retarded. Okay, like I mean I know like
maybe we're the new Down syndrome squad.
You remember that one video that I forgot his name, but he's the one that made the fucking frog's gay. You know that guy? And then he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and then just I don't know. He's like, "See, I'm a little retarded." Like he says that. I think that cracks me up when he said that because he said it so nonchalant, and then Joe just freaking starts cracking up.
I think it's because of the fact that he meant it.
It's like I am a little retarded. Like I mean, I didn't take 5th grade twice for nothing, but
I didn't drop out of high school 3 times for nothing.
Bro, if I get held back it probably won't happen. But if I were to get held back my senior year,
you get held back in your senior year. You know what? I'm not even gonna be sad.
Kirby looks like we're gonna have nothing in common. Never finishing school. On that note, anyway.
My GED now. I'm at Ames.
It was a joke. I'm just giving you shit.
Funny.
We're back to the full thing. That's called cow tipping. Okay, anyways.
That's a classic.
Yeah. Anyways,
cow farm. You're gonna find cows outside.
Anyways, I won't make this one too long just because this episode was kind of last minute. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to stay tuned for next week's episode, which is my birthday episode, which isn't anything special. It's just my birthday. And can you not caress my shoulder, please?
No, this is caressing your shoulder.
Okay, that's even stop, please. Just don't, no touchy. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so next week's the birthday episode and my God of War finale episode that'll be airing next week. It's kind of like a stream premiere kind of thing. Not streaming live, but it's like a premiere. Yeah, so subscribe to the podcast. Turn notifications on. Stay tuned for new episodes every Saturday because Saturdays with Boys podcast. Hit the link in the description to my main channel.
Make us a racist gift basket. I'll send his address.
We're at 267 subscribers. Let's get close to 300. Let's go. And yeah, so on the main channel you get more of me and more of the guys, depending on what video I put out. More podcast highlights as well, and more gaming content. Even more gaming content coming in May. So yeah, that's all I gotta say right there. Last things you want to say before you end off?
Some people like hot dogs with mayonnaise.
It's real because you usually catch up in my dreams. Anyways.
You were ranch. And I was ketchup. Which is weird because you're usually mustard.
It was love to tell you guys, and as always, appreciate you guys always tune in every week to spend a little bit of your weekend, a little bit of your time of your weekend for us to be part of your weekend. That was so fucking horrible English. I'm just gonna end this right now. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, we'll see you guys next week. Deuces.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Why did I say bye-bye like I was Michael Jackson?
Bye.
Trapping.